Good evening, I'm Augusta McDonald. Active fire conditions changed quickly this afternoon, causing the Missoula County Sheriff's Office to place about 300 homes in the path of the Lolo Peak fire under evacuation warnings and orders this morning. Some good news later today, though. Those conditions improved with some rainfall, increasing humidities in the air to between 50 and 80%. Now, fire information says lighter winds. There were lighter winds also than expected. The Lolo Peak fire has now burned almost 10,000 acres, adding almost 2,000 since Friday, with the most significant growth happening last night due to the windy conditions. The blaze is approaching containment lines but remains 0% contained at this time. The latest evacuation warnings issued about 2 this afternoon includes Fort Fizzle to Balsam Root Road on both sides of Highway 12. Portions of Mormon Creek Road past and including Van Drive are also under evacuation warning at this time. Residents in this area may be required to immediately evacuate in the future. Mandatory evacuation orders are in place for approximately 160 homes on both the north and south sides of Highway 12, starting at mile marker 20 in the Bear Creek area, and that extends to Fort Fizzle. U.S. Highway 12 is closed between milepost 20 and 30 west of Lolo due to fire activity. A means alert was also issued just after 3 this afternoon, saying Highway 12 is closed from Graves Creek to the intersection with Roper's Lounge until evacuation orders have been lifted. Travelers are advised to use an alternative route. Extreme weather at the Lolo Peak fire prompted authorities to order this immediate evacuation to residents living along a section of Highway 12 west of Lolo. Weather played a significant role in this evacuation order as a dry cold front and windy conditions created a dangerous scenario. MTN's Kent Letson was there as people were evacuating and brings us this story.
Given where this Lolo Peak fire is currently at and the fuels that are working in combination with the weather, expecting erratic fire behavior today, that the fire had grown to the point that the residents along Highway 12 that had been in an evacuation warning were in more danger and needed to evacuate.
The evacuees have spent a lot of time packing up their belongings, gathering their most precious possessions. Although they were prepared, they're still unsure what their home will look like when they return.
The advice is for homeowners to gather up any valuables, whether it be personal papers, photographs, memorabilia. Make sure you gather up any medicines that you might need. Make sure you know where your pets are, or if you have livestock, things like that. Gather those up.
Fire managers are unsure how long this evacuation order will last.
The last I heard, and this came from the operations center, is it could be a few hours and it could be a few days. And it's weather dependent, and the fire has a mind of its own, and it will do what it's going to do. And I have a lot of faith that the incident command team has a good handle and a good communication system in place so that we can get information out to people so that they can have the proper warning and or notice when they need it.
In Lolo, Kent Letson, MTN News.
The Red Cross opened a shelter for evacuees at the Florence Carlton Community Church. All evacuees are welcome and there is no cost to stay there. However, they are allowing service dogs only. And as people packed up and fled the flames, residents were encouraged to sign up for emergency alerts to keep up to date on the latest information from officials. Ravalli County residents can download the free Ravalli County Sheriff's app, and Missoula County residents are encouraged